choosing a righteous wife. Or the wife likewise choosing a righteous husband. So the spouse that you choose to marry, choose for the deen. Naam, and the Messenger ﷺ, he mentioned, تُنْكَحُ الْمَرْأَةِ لِأَرْبَعٍ, that the woman is married for four reasons. And the best of that which she is married for is likewise her deen. So she could be married because of her beauty, or because of her status, or because of her deen, or because of her wealth. The hadith mentions تنكح المرأة لأربع: لمالها, for her wealth; لحسبها, for her status; لجمالها, for her beauty; نعم ولدينها, and for her deen. فاظفر بذات الدين تربت يداك. So choose the one who is upon the deen, and that is upon the women as well. Choose the spouse who's upon the deen. He may not have much, he may not have status in the community, but if he is upon the deen, alhamdulillah, he will not harm you. And the deen likewise does not just mean that he is righteous, meaning that he fulfills the rights of Allah, but also his interaction with the people. He fulfills the rights of the people. That is from the deen as well. And Shaykh Salih Fawzan, when he commented upon the verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about the story of Musa alayhi salatu salam, and one of the women, when Musa alayhi salatu left after being driven out or being chased by Fir'aun and his army, Musa alayhi salam came upon an area where a farmer had two daughters. These sisters, one of them came to her father, and she, bistihya, with shyness, seeking to marry Musa alayhi salam. And the mahar, or the dowry, was that he would work on the land for 8 years. 8 hijaj. Yani 8 years. 8 hajj mean 8 years. He would work, and that would be part of his dowry. But look what Allah said after that. About when she asked her father, Allah mentioned about what she said. إِنَّ خَيْرَ مَنِ اسْتَأْجَرْتَ الْقَوِيُّ الْأَمِينَ. The best of the one that you can seek to hire to do the job of helping you in the farm is qawi and amin. Shaykh Salih Fawzan spoke about that verse. Qawi and amin. Amin is trustworthy and is a good Muslim, is trustworthy, is righteous. Qawi, because he's able to get up and work, get up and earn a living to help his family members and to help his children. And this is what you look for as well. That when you look for a husband, you look someone who's, inshallah, not only that his deen is righteous, mashallah, he prays 5 times a day in the masjid, Allahumma barik, but he's sitting in the house doing nothing. No. Look for somebody who's qawi and amin. He's there, putting a roof over your head, clothing you, with that which he, spending on you. He spends on himself, he spends on you. He eats good food, he gives you good food. And he looks after the children. Inna khayra man ista'jarta al-qawi al-amin. Not that you choose somebody, mashallah, he comes righteous, looks right, Allahumma barik, but he's sitting in the house all day, not providing for his family, not providing for his children. This is somebody who has not fulfilled the rights of his children, the rights of his family. Because if he wants to be a man, a rajul, and he wants to have the daraja of spend, the daraja is from spending. The nafaqa that he gives, that is his daraja. But he doesn't have that. Nasallahu salama. Or he chooses not to do that, to be upon that, then, nasallahu salama, then he loses, or he decreases in his rujula. Now, so that is what Shaykh Salih Fawzan, he mentioned in summary, that the best of those who you hire, and likewise in terms of choosing for marriage, is al-qawi al-amin, trustworthy, and also is a person that looks after his household, by fulfilling their rights. By fulfilling their rights. And likewise here, choosing a righteous wife. Likewise, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Ad-dunya mata'." The dunya is full of good things. The dunya mata'. وَخَيْرُ مَتَاعِ الدُّنْيَا الْمَرْأَةُ الصَّالِحَةِ. And the best enjoyment that person can have in the dunya is having a righteous wife. SubhanAllah, that righteous wife that when he looks at her, he's pleased. The righteous wife, the coolness of his eyes when he looks at her, because she's fulfilling the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When he leaves his household, she protects his household. She protects the children. She educates the children. That's a righteous wife. Not somebody all day is watching television for hours, wasting time. The children's neglected, no food in the house, and the husband comes home from work. This is not from fulfilling the rights. Nasallahu salama. Of course, righteous husband likewise. He's there, helping in the household, making sure, as the Messenger ﷺ was, taking care of his family, taking care of his household. And that the children, that is their right. That is their right. That the person fulfills the duty that is upon him. As the Messenger ﷺ said, كُلُّكُمْ رَاعٍ وَكُلُّ رَاعٍ مَسْئُولٌ عَنْ رَعْيَتِهِ. All of you are shepherds. And every shepherd has a duty to his flock, duty to those who are under him. أَلَا كُلُّكُمْ رَاعٍ وَكُلُّ رَاعٍ مَسْئُولٌ. So the man is head of the household, meaning that he has to make sure and fulfill the rights upon him in spending, in providing shelter. And likewise, in sharing, in educating their children. And likewise, the woman in her household, she's responsible. The servant, if they have a servant that helps them in the household, then the servant is... In that hadith, the Prophet ﷺ also mentioned the leader, the ruler of the Muslims. He's also responsible for those he's responsible for. So from the leader right down to the servant, all of us are responsible. أَلَا كُلُّكُمْ رَاعٍ وَكُلُّ رَاعٍ مَسْئُولٌ عَنْ رَعِيَّتِهِ. So everyone has that responsibility. And the Prophet ﷺ said, كَفَى بِالْمَرْءِ إِثْمًا إِنْ يُضَيَّعَ مَنْ يَعُولُ. It is sufficient sin for a person that he discards the responsibility placed upon him. Ya'ul, his children, his wife. The person's sinful, he leaves his wife and children without food. He leaves his wife and children without shelter. If he's able, he spends all day with his friends, not spending time with his family, children. And the person should be balanced, and the person should fulfill the rights of their spouse and the children, because the children, they have rights.